I know it's super early. I really don't expect anybody to be on, but I got a lot going on this evening, and so I just wanted to go ahead and run through this price action real quick, um, and then y'all can just catch it on the replay. So let me get my banner up because I'm slipping with my banner. Get my banner up. I'm gonna run through this price action real quick because the adventures of Super Dad don't stop. You feel me? Today, looking at the candle today, we had us a mean melt off, right? Um, that volume imbalance that we had talked about up there, we had a volume balance and a new week opening gap up here that we had talked about before. Um, it didn't give an opportunity for me personally to get in during the New York session on the 7th. The first touch entry, I like to call it the risky Roger reckless Rachel entry. The first touch entry played out to be a beautiful short, but it didn't give the confirmation entry that I prefer. We later created a fair value gap, SIBI, right, on the March 7th candle, right. Yesterday we created that, and then today we pushed up into it. Came close to consequent encroachment on that fair value gap, hit a prior new week opening gap, started to sell off. That was a nice entry during the New York session. If you want to get short during this time, I chose not to get short during that time because, like I was saying before, I want to see how we was going to react to this order block that we hit yesterday and had the rejection off of it, and now we have disrespected that order block there. So that's just stuff that I have been watching. That's how that all played out. I did go long. I did take advantage of the long pop up to here. I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of the long just in case it don't give me what I want, because the market been trading so crazy lately. It's been so choppy, so unpredictable. It's been classic high resistance liquidity runs. It's been classic high resistance liquidity runs. So that's why I took advantage on the way up, because it gave me a clear sign of going back up. But I was waiting. I played it safe coming down. Better safe than sorry. It played out to the T, but a better safe than sorry. I got a little piece going up, right? So and I'm glad I got a little piece going up because it didn't give me what I wanted on the 7th. And by the time it got over here to today, I was waiting to see what it did down here. So I'm glad I got that piece going up. Looking at today, we had a huge downside day, right? So Monday we went up to the new week opening gap, sold down. Tuesday, huge downside day. Wednesday, nothing burger. And then today, huge downside day, right? Now let's go in. I'm just gonna pull up. I still got my charts up from earlier today when I was looking at the market this morning with the black spiders. And these are 1 minute candles, right? These are 1 minute candles. As you see, we was talking about the divergence here where the SPY was showing weakness. The S&P was showing weakness, and the dollar had run the lows, right? We had the dollars ran the lows, took out sell side, right? The S&P failed to take out the buy side in that same spot, showing bearish divergence. We talked about the bearish divergence. I highlight the fact that once we came down here, I expected the ES to take out this sell side below this 932 candle, right? This 932 candle, and then attack this fair value gap. That's why the fair value gap, and get down to this new week opening gap right there inside the fair value gap. That was my thesis for the morning. As you see, we went quite farther than that. But if you look at this here, I got to be out of here in 5 minutes. This is what I was talking about. Everything being a high resistance liquidity run. Today was just classic repricing. Today was the classic power of 3 day. This was the classic power of 3 day, right? We accumulated, right? We accumulate it, we manipulate it up, and then we distribute it down. Just classic repricing to the downside. Because if you look, pay attention, right? Pay attention. The ES, look what the ES is doing, right? Let me unlock this right here. I don't need it to be exact. I just want, look what the ES doing. You see how the ES is sloping down, right? Look, you see how the ES is sloping down right here? It's dropping like it's hot, right? The ES is just dropping it like it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like they listening to a Cash Money Millionaires record, right? But look at the dollar. The dollar doing the same thing. The dollar dropping it like it's hot too, right? The dollar, when the ES is coming down like this, like, you know, I know these are minute candles. I know this is, you know what I'm saying, just over today. This is just today's price. This is from this high that I'm highlighting on the dollar is the 821 high. So just say from 8 o'clock this morning up until now. And then on the ES, I'm highlighting from like 950 up until now, right? So, but from 950 up until now, the ES is tanking. But look at the dollar. The dollar is not, it should be like this, right? This how them lines should be. that will make it inversely correlated, right? That will make it inversely correlated, right? So that's why I say this just with classic power 3-day. This was, you know what I'm saying, the market is not trading symmetrically. This just, you know what I'm saying, this is crazy divergence. This day was all the way down for the ES. And let's look at the dollar. Right? The day was all the way down for the ES, and it was down for the slightly down for the dollar. Right? Right. So see, the ES came down here, ran out these lows, stopped at this new week opening gap. Again, yeah, it's 458. Got to get out of here. The only thing that we got left down here, like we had talked about before, is this very small daily bullish fair value gap that we didn't completely fill right there, right? We got a daily bullish fair value gap that we didn't completely fill. That's the only imbalance that's left to the downside right now. Right there. That's the only imbalance that's left to the downside right now. After that, there's nothing left but sell side liquidity all the way to the October low. There's no other daily imbalances below us other than this small daily imbalance right there. And we came down into this order block and we got down pretty low. So it looks like all eyes are on that. But again, the dollar is not showing that same strength. Now, mind you, now the dollar could just be coming back to this daily fair value gap that I pointed out this morning. I said, hey, it looks like the dollar is that was an hourly. That was an hourly fair value gap. But as you see, it came down to that hourly fair value gap that we talked about. Came down to that hourly fair value gap that we talked about, had a small institutional order flow entry drill and pushed up. So that could very well be where the dollar was trying to get the strength back. But again, let the price tell you what it wants to do. It did come down there and hit it, but let price tell you what it want to do. Is the dollar going to hit this daily fair value gap in this hourly fair value gap and bounce? Now, the ES has taken out sell side, right? It's taking sell side, and as it's taking sell side, the dollar is showing divergence, showing weakness, right? So since the dollar is showing weakness right where we hit sell side, right, this can be bullish divergence for the indexes. So be careful, right? Dollar just took sell side. The I mean, the ES just took sell side. The dollar is refusing to take buy side, right? The dollar going low along with the ES going low. That can mean bullish divergence for the indexes. So be very, very careful. Be very, very careful at this point. If you're not short from up here from Monday or yesterday or early this morning, be very careful chasing the shorts right now. Be very careful chasing the shorts right now. I got to get out of here. Quick glance at the price action over 5 minutes. Real quick. Boys, y'all ready? Okay, quick glance at the price action over 5 minutes. This morning, I already spoke about this right here. I spoke about after we got that blast off this morning, we came down, we got the breaking market structure there. We was talking about the price was really sloppy. It was sloppy this morning. It wasn't very clean, but it did what was expected. And the reason why I say it was sloppy, because after we got the breaking market structure, we was eyeballing this fair value gap on the 5 minute, and it's a tiny volume imbalance right there that we was eyeballing to push price down, but it pushed all the way through this fair value gap, that fair value gap, that volume imbalance, and then got all the way to the top of this order block before coming back down. And the dollar did the same thing. The dollar violated like 3 or 4 PD arrays before going back up. So price was really, really sloppy. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, very accurate, even though it did what we expected it to do. It was very sloppy. It was disrespecting PD arrays. It wasn't, and it was, this is, I understand, this is why ICT be like, do not trade after Wednesday on non-farm payroll. It's less accurate, it's less precise. And if you was using good stop management, you would be getting stopped out left and right, and it'll still do what you expected it to do, unless you got wider stop, wider risk tolerance. Okay, we came down, we hit the fair value gap with another breaking market structure. This one right here was pretty clean. Pulled back up to the 5 minute fair value gap, and then we got the pang out here. We got pang out, right? But look what time it is. It's during lunch. I don't trade during lunch, right? We got the pang out during lunch. Right here, this 11:25. That's a good little pang out there. I was sitting at the computer looking at some stuff, and I saw this setting up right here. We got a nice reaction off of, I think on the lower time frame, I want to say, let me see, I marked it on my sim account for what me and the Black Spiders was doing. I marked it up because I was thinking about taking it, but I said, you know, I'm gonna stick to my rules and not trade in front of non-farm payroll. Right here, it was right there. That's at 10:52. Yes, right here. This right here, I was about to take this trade right here at 10:54 because I just want to share this real quick. It was a implied fair value gap that I was watching. We were consolidating here, up here, fiddle-faddling around, right? This is the area where I was talking about we was disrespecting stuff, and then we got an implied fair value gap right there on the, yes, I'm coming, son. Yeah, at the 10:51. That'll be the 10:52. That'll be the 10:50 candle on Thinkorswim and TradingView. Right there's an implied SIBI right there, and that's the one that I was looking at taking the short. And I was like, I'm gonna stick to my rules. I'm not gonna trade it, but it turned out to be a beautiful short. It is what it is. So I want to share that real quick, and then we came back here to this 5 minute fair value gap right there at 12:30. And we died off. Gave one opportunity here on this 1340 and this 1345 candle. That'll be 45 and 50 for another short entry. And it just continued to melt off. It continued to melt off, but the dollar again was not playing along, right? As far as the melt off, right? The dollar was just consolidating right there. The dollar was just consolidating. And since it's just consolidating, right, what is it doing? Is it consolidating to pop, or is it consolidating to drop? Since we got all this manipulation going on right now, be very careful. Be very careful. I just want to share that with y'all. We got to go. I got a lot of stuff I got to do with the boys going on tonight. Just want to share something real quick. I'll see y'all in the morning for the overnight price section. Gone.